Hello, my name is Lloyd and I'm a vibration training machine engineer and designer. Today I just want to go over a few points on what to look for in a commercial quality platform. Commercial meaning unlimited weight, unlimited hours, and it doesn't look bad after a few years use. This machine is 4 years old and looks almost brand new. This is the kind of quality you should expect as a gym owner. Platform has to be quite large. Poses like the wide stance squat position takes up a fair bit of room, so you've got to think of the largest person that comes to your gym and the widest squat they're going to do. This is 1 meter wide. No one's going to do a squat any wider than that. The platform itself is solid steel. This entire structure weighs 240 kg. Solid steel, solid steel, solid steel, solid steel. You don't see any plastic or fiberglass on the machine that's going to go in the gym. The reason why? Someone decides to drop a hand weight on a plastic machine, it is not going to sound like that. It's going to go crunch, and your warranty will not be void if someone drops a weight on your fiberglass machine. As you can see, the isolators are very large, very thick. Reason why? So they can take lots of weight and not budge. The last thing you want to do is have someone about 100 to 120 kg jump up on your platform and it hits the ground. And yes, it does happen. Alternatively, sometimes they just try and put a big spring in there to stop it from dropping, but you lose all function. In other words, the machine has not enough energy to lift the person up. It may carry on vibrating slightly, but it will lose all its power and all its effectiveness in the muscle. Now, to drive the machine, you need 2 large motors. And by large, we're talking large, not like Coke cans. If something looks like a Coke can, it's not going to do much. It's going to be a decent sized motor. Another point you want to look for is the surface of the machine. Quite often you'll see things like sandpaper on the machines, wears down very quickly. Also, if someone accidentally puts their hands on it, they're putting their hands on a very large sander. You want to be looking for a surface like this carpet that doesn't burn, doesn't wear down, and looks good year after year. Remember, this machine has been in a heavy use situation for 4 years, and you can hardly tell it's been used at all. Bit of dust, but that's about it. Quite often on vibration training platforms you will see things like this. Straps hanging off the side. The idea of this is attach the strap to the platform, pull up hard, create some tension in the muscle, I get a bit of transference of my muscle, I'm doing vibration training. There's only one problem with that. It goes against almost all the principles of vibration training. For a start, the only constant is you pulling on the strap. If you decide to pull light, you get a light contraction. Decide to pull heavy, you get a heavy contraction. It's almost impossible to do a consistent contraction for an entire 60 seconds. So the straps go against all principles of vibration training, where we're using our body mass as a constant, gravity as a constant, and the power of the machine as a constant. So the straps have no real place in true vibration training. The only way to get the energy directly from the motors into the hands of the person on the machine is through something like a vibration training handlebar. Again, you can't use a bungee cord, you can't use a cable, you can't use a little vibrating weight in your arm. It has to be direct power from the motors to the hand of the person. If you do that, have handlebars come up off the plate, you can do things like hang below the machine in a bicep pose. So instead of standing up and trying to pull at an inconsistent rate, I can now hang below the machine at a consistent rate. Gravity is the same for the entire 60 seconds. My body weight has not changed for the entire 60 seconds. The power of the machine is not changing for the entire 60 seconds. Hence my workload doesn't change for the entire 60 seconds. The handlebars should be able to take load, of course. And we're not talking about 10 or 20 kg. The handlebars should take at least 150 kg to be effective. I'll give you an idea of how strong these are. Very, very strong. Takes my entire body weight on just one side. And I weigh 82 kg. The machine's about to start up in a second. I'm about to demonstrate to you exactly how lineal this machine is. Now, as you can see, the handlebar is vibrating quite intensely. If I grab that, there's a very strong contraction. It can take my entire body weight quite comfortably, no problem. But it still has some give in it, so it's not too hard on my joints. But you want the platform to be perfectly level, no 3D motion. The reason why, this handlebar is 1 metre tall. If the platform was moving even 1 millimetre sideways down there, it would be going almost 1 inch up here. I wouldn't be able to handle it without breaking my arm, let alone getting a nice comfortable contraction. I'm about to show you exactly how stable you would expect a platform like this to be. No matter where on the machine I move, the handlebar stays nice and lineal. No 3D wobble in that handlebar. If I move, it'll move a little bit, but the moment I stay still, it's perfectly still. I can even climb up on the other handlebar, putting my entire body weight on one side of the machine. And as long as I relax and stay still, it stays perfectly lineal. This is the kind of thing you'd expect to see in a commercial quality platform. Just like to show you another version on my machine called the Bullet. This hasn't got vibration handlebars on it. It's more of a standard, what they call a negative response platform, which means basically it pushes you and you push back. But as you can see, solid steel handlebars. The shape of the handlebars allow people to hold positions nicely. Another thing you should be looking for, it should also be very, very stable, almost impossible to rock over, no matter what position the person is in. Another thing I'd like to touch on is the stability of the platform. This machine here is called a Bullet. Very similar to my other machine, takes over 300 kg and loses no performance. You can test this kind of thing by getting on the platform and jumping up and down quite hard. As you can see, this platform hardly moves at all. It's very, very stable. You can put 300 kg on any point on this platform and it will stay flat and stay producing a heavy vibration. Again, I would like to reiterate, even if you choose to go with another company, this is the kind of quality you should be demanding of other manufacturers, not asking. You'd be saying, I am a gym owner, I want to have a bit of commercial quality equipment that has the kind of functions that VibraTrain has. If they can make it, you can make it. Don't let them sell you something lesser because it's easier and less expensive for them to build it. If you ask them to, they will build it for you. If you tell them you'll buy it, they will put the money into research and development. And this is the kind of equipment you should be having and seeing on your gym floor very soon.